Welcome to this video lecture on interacting with the PharmaSim business simulation. This video lecture we're going to discuss how to access information and to make your initial decisions in the PharmaSim simulation. Now, when you open up your simulation, you're going to, let me just full screen this, you're going to find some important piece of information to identify. Number one is you always want to look at this corner to begin with, your right hand corner. First of all, it identifies your stock price. This will help you identify how successful or unsuccessful you were from your previous decisions. And over here, you're going to see, here is your role for this decision. Your first two decisions, you'll be a brand assistant. Then you'll move into brand assistant manager and then brand manager. And this identifies which period this decision is being made for. Now, a couple things that you want to look at before you start making a decision. First thing we want to look at is under company. You'll see that there's a link here called dashboard. If you click on the dashboard, this gives you some basic information about your product. Performance summary gives you some basic pieces of information, how much you're spending. You have access to income statement and to product contribution. You can purchase different surveys. Here is the information that's available to you. If it's got a dollar sign, it means you have to pay for it. And so if you want to purchase a survey is going to cost you $100,000. When we look at marketing information, anything with a dollar sign is going to have a price to it. Anything that does not have a price to it is free to you. And so here under market update, just gives you some different pieces. Incidents, new incident, you'll have the social media incident that you're going to have to complete. What I'm going to do now is I'm basically going to go through the entire decision process, making a decision. And so when you're getting ready to update your decisions, first thing you want to do is you go to decisions. First thing we want to look at is under special. That is where you can track your decisions for the incidents. And so from here you can click on watch video. Be loud, but the video will show up to describe the incident. You can pull up read incident, and that will get the PDF of the incident in front of you. You'll not be able to advance to the next decision round until you enter that information. And then enter decision will allow you to website with interactive blog, Facebook, and Twitter for the options inside the incident. So you hit submit, then that is done. Then go to decisions. As brand assistant, your decisions in Salesforce is very, not basic, but you basically are identifying the number of direct and indirect salespeople. And so if you want to increase the number of salespeople, you can increase the numbers based off direct or indirect. Before you make any decisions, one thing you want to be able to look at is this remaining number here. That is your remaining budget that you have for your product. or for your decision this semester, this period. And so let's say I want to say, all right, I want to go to 100 and 100. All right, so now I have increased the size of my sales force significantly, and my remaining budget is only $1.9 million. And so that automatically identifies what was the cost to my budget based off of that. Under pricing, I see here for pricing for all around, I am charging $5.29. Let's say I want to lower the cost on the retail price to $5. Now I can go to a performance summary, get market input for pricing. So I can pay for a report that's going to tell me how much different pricing is on my competitive products. So I'm seeing that I am somewhat higher than some of the other products, so I could decide to lower the price. Advertising, I don't really have that much money for advertising. I only have $1.9 million now after increasing my sales staff. Promotion, I might decide to increase my trade promotion by $2.4 million, and I think it gives me increase my consumer promotion. All right, you see here now I've got no money left. Whoops. So now I have no money left. I think maybe it's time for me to submit my decision. Under creative design, don't worry about the company ad link or the company logo link. We won't be using that part of the simulation. So here under report purchases, it tells me how much each report is. And so if I want to advance the simulation, I'm done making decisions, go to simulation, click on advance. Click the button to advance the simulation. Advance to the next period, click OK. You'll see that I was quite successful that period. My stock price went up to $54.42. Now, you may not be able to see all this information until the simulation automatically advances everyone to the next level. What I will start to do as we move from unit to unit is you'll get a chart to see how everyone in the class is doing in the simulation. Now, when it comes to moving forward for decision number 2, if I go to the dashboard, now I've got some data to look at. You can see what social media comments are for all around. You'll be able to see current revenue, what your cost of goods, gross margin. Okay, so my margin went down because I lowered my price. Then I can go to performance summary. And it tells you average discount, unit sales, the income statement. So income was up. Another thing I want to look at is, I like to just kind of go back to Salesforce right away. All right, it shows me that I have $9.5 million in surplus based off of my statistics from the previous quarter. So that's good. I can look at operating statistics. So I'm going to pay for this one. Cost me $46,000 for this report. I'm going to click on purchase. Shows you the retail sales, manufacturing sales. So my retail sales, I have the highest, second highest retail sales of all the competitors for period 1. Manufacturing sales, I was number 1 in. And so I can compare where I am versus my competitor. I can check out pricing. Again, you're paying, that's coming out of your bottom line, but you can pay for the pricing report. I can see where my retail price is $5. Independent drugstores are selling it for $4.72. Chain drugstores are selling it for $4.16. Grocery stores are selling it for $4.12. Convenience stores are selling it for $4.83. And mass merchandise stores are selling it for $3.87. And so I can compare my my averages here, and then I can check where my product is. And so Cough Cure actually went up in price. I went down in price. And can look at the market update. Okay, so under messages here, you have the option of reformulating all around this period. Check special decisions. All stars running 11.7% over capacity. So that means I am producing more than I can send out at this point. And so I can go to special, and I can identify reformulation. So what that allows me to do is I can keep the original formula. I can drop the alcohol out of it to make it a non-drowsy, or I can add a function to the formula. So let's say I switch it to an expectorant. All right. I have a decision to make. And then I can go back to identifying how I'm going to spend my $9.3 million. Sales staff, I might decide to keep there. Consumer promotion, I want to jump up. That leaves me $2.2 million. Let's throw that into advertising. And then I think I'm ready to advance to the next. Oh, not good. You see here, my stock price went down to $40.96. And so then I can go back and do the same thing. And so I can try to figure out why my gross margin went down, my growth revenues went down, what exactly happened. I can look at my performance summary. And you'll see here now that we're entering Unit 3 or Decision 3, my role has changed from brand assistant to assistant brand manager. And so my sales has dropped. Now I need to look and see, oops, I lost $400,000. So now for me to continue, I will not be able to make a decision until I reallocate those funds. But that's pretty much the simulation as a whole. If you have any questions about it, please let me know.